Shalom. First and foremost, I want to give all praise, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakakodash. I want to give double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone who taught us this truth and continually teach us this truth. And peace, love, and salutations to the hopeful elect that's laboring in this word and truth and sincerity. Lord willing, this could be an edifying lesson and just something that hit me in the spirit, spiritual power. You know, as us brothers know, spiritual power is a part of, it's in our history, okay? And these other nations, they know that when we are good with our power, that they cannot stop us in any way. Okay, when you even read the blessings, it speaks about how our enemies will come one way and flee 7 ways. And they know that. It's even written in the book of Judith. Okay? And that's why Esau did what he did in hope, that we would never wake up to who we are and call upon the name of our power. Because they know that there's power when we call upon the name of Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai. Okay? And that's one of the reasons why you have these sellout Israelites that'll say, oh, that's not his name, or we don't know the name, or we ain't got the name yet. Because it's power in that name. Okay? But, I was just meditating on how the Lord is going to glorify his name in these last days. Okay, when he brings this major judgment, part of, how he's going to glorify his name is by bestowing spiritual power upon his servants, the prophets. Okay, and it happened before. When Yahweh Shah was here, he was doing miracles. Okay, he raised the dead. He walked on water. He turned water into wine. He used what you could call telekinesis. He was able to read minds. When they came to grab him, he knocked them all to the earth. And many other things that he did. And then his disciples, which became apostles, they were using power. Okay, you read about Samson. He had power. King David, he had power. His mighty men had power. Okay? And these heathens know that. That's why this is the best, what's the word? How the saying go? Pretty much, this is a secret that this devil didn't want us to know. Okay, but I want to start off in Romans. It's been a minute since I read this. I think it's 15:3. 15:4. It says, for whatsoever things were written aforetime were written for our learning, that we through patience and comfort of the scriptures might have hope. Okay. So we have these accounts where the Lord delivered his prophets from judgment that he brought. Okay, every time I read this, I think of Elijah, how the Lord fed him and, took care of him. And Elijah is another one. He had spiritual power. He was able to call down fire from heaven. Okay, Elisha, he had spiritual power, which was an understudy of Elijah. So we have these accounts written, okay, to comfort us in knowing that long as we trust on Yahweh Ba'ashem Yahweh Shai, we're going to be good. Because as it says in Sirach, the 2nd chapter, let me grab that. I'm gonna get back to the point. All right. But this is Sirach chapter 2, verse 10. Look at the generations of old and see, did ever any trust in the Lord and was confounded? Or did any abide in his fear and was forsaken? Or whom did he ever despise that called upon him? For the Lord is full of compassion and mercy, long-suffering and very pitiful, and forgiveth sins, and saveth in time of affliction. So the Lord, you know, can be trusted. Yahweh Bashem Shah can be trusted. And the times we're coming into, man, Esau is getting ready to come down like a madman. Okay, and his target is going to be you Israelites. Okay, that's why the scriptures refer to it as Jacob's trouble, because it's going to be a troubling time for our nation, mainly here in Babylon the Great. But the Lord is going to deliver his elect. Okay, it tells us in Daniel the 12th chapter that even Michael is going to stand up. Okay, so let me grab this in Revelation just to, you know, hammer that nail in on the lesson. Okay, because this is why we're going to need divine intervention. Okay, the scriptures say, fear not. No, I'm busy. Don't come in here. Maybe it's, but Salakia. What was I about to say? Yeah. The scriptures say, fear not, thou worm Jacob. A worm is defenseless. Okay, the Lord said, I will be with thee to help thee. So, you know, we are defenseless, man. This devil has all type of technology that if the Lord didn't step in, we would perish. This devil can send a drone. You won't even know. It could be, I believe this devil got stealth drones, man. They got stealth bombers. A drone that don't even make a sound. That can, you know, it has thermal vision on it. It can see you through the building and shoot you. This devil has been blessed with the sword, man. But the Most High, you know, he's going to show that his power is greater, because that's one of the ways the Lord glorifies his name. He raises up a nation and then flexes on that nation by taking them down, just like he did with Egypt. Okay, he showed that his power is greater than the power that he gave them, because ultimately the Most High is the one that did it. He gave you Edomites the power. Okay, but this is Revelation chapter 12 verse 12. Therefore rejoice, ye heavens, and ye that dwell in them. Woe to the inhabitants of the earth and of the sea, because destruction is coming. For the devil is come down unto you, having great wrath, because he knoweth that he have but a short time. So we got to actually understand the reality of the situation. The reality of the situation is the elites know they're going down. Okay? And when you on the top, you don't want to leave the top. All right? These devils control the world. The earth has been given into the hand of the wicked, as it says in Job 9:24. These devils have endless riches. They can go anywhere on the earth. You know, they can pretty much do whatever they want. You know, they don't have to follow the laws of the country. They're above the law. Okay, but you know, they're not satisfied with that. They want to rule forever. They want to receive what we're going to receive. They want to be gods. They want to have full control over all nations, even their own people, which show they the wicked. They even want their own people to be karagmud up. So the reality of the situation is they know they're going down. They're seeing the chariots. They're seeing prophecy. They're seeing the prophets wax stronger and stronger in the faith. So what they're going to do, they're going to go down fighting. Okay? They're going to do everything in their power, which they have no power. The Most High ultimately is going to make them do everything that they do. All right? Because man's goings are of the Lord, how then can a man understand his own way? The Lord already got it written in them what they're going to do. Okay, we don't know what we going to do. We don't even know if we going to wake up the next day. But if we do, what we do that day was already written. The Most High knows everything, man. He created time. He created time, man. Okay? So everything you do was going to do, the Most High is going to make you do it. Okay? And it's all going to lead to your inevitable downfall. All right? But see, once this devil finally moves, the Lord is going to lift up that standard. Okay? That power is coming, man. That power is coming. And this is only for the believers. Okay? Because I remember a guy was scoffing, talking shit like a year or two ago. Might have been 3 years ago. Dude was talking shit. Talking about bearing up weapons. You know, using Esau blessing against him. You're not going to win that way. But he was scoffing, talking about, oh, y'all think y'all gonna be on some Dragon Ball Z shit? Y'all think y'all gonna be shooting Kamehamehas? We are. We are. And see, the Lord, ultimately, because this is his movie, he put the spirit on these heathens to make these different, you know, superhero movies, superhero animated TV shows for, you know, just to comfort the believers, because you know when we watch that, we know that we're going to actually do those things, because spiritual power, all it is just being able to control the elements. Okay, but see, this is Isaiah 59:19. It says, so shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. Now we know when you look at that word standard, it means to put to flight or to turn around. Okay? Because just like when you read the account, matter of fact, I'm gonna grab it because this is making me think about the account with Samson, where he hold on. This is making me think of this account right here. Which, man, Lord willing, I reread these accounts because, you know, Esau knows about this. Let me see. Okay, here we go. Let's go here. It says, this is Judges chapter 15, verse 10. And the men of Judah said, why are you come up against us? And they answered, to bind Samson are we come up, to do to him as he have done to us. Then 3,000 men of Judah, went to the top of the rock Etham and said to Samson, knowest thou not that the Philistines are rulers over us? What is this that thou hast done unto us? And he said unto them, as they did unto me, so have I done unto them. Because the Most High was using Samson to judge the Philistines. Okay? And here it is, you know, Judah was pretty much in the state of like, you know, man, they ruling over us, man. Just why are you messing with them? Just, you know, in that servant mentality, instead of cheering Samson on for what he was doing. It says, and they said unto him, we are come down to bind thee, that we may deliver thee into the hand of the Philistines. And that's fucked up, man. Our own people. It says, and this gonna happen again. Best believe during Jacob Strobel, you know, you're gonna have our own people seeking to turn us in, seeking to, you know, kill us. It says, and Samson said unto them, swear unto me that you will not fall upon me yourselves. So, you know, pretty much, you know, that you won't kill me. All right. It says, and they spake unto him, saying, No, but we will bind thee fast and deliver thee into their hand, but surely we will not kill thee. And they bound him with 2 new cords and brought him up from the rock. And when he came unto Lehi, the Philistines shouted against him. They saw him, they like, yeah, we about to get him. Yeah, yeah, yeah. And the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him. Man, I can't wait to see what that look like, man. What that feel like. What does it feel like to have? Because this is talking about spiritual power, man. Every time I read this, I think about for bros that watch Dragon Ball Z, like, a aura came upon him and he just charged up. So this is what's going to happen when the enemy come in like a flood. The Spirit of the Lord is going to come mightily upon brothers. Or the Lord, he could have an angel appear and take them out, or the angel can teleport you, or the Lord can... It's infinite ways the Lord can deliver us, but, this is what comes to mind when it say the Spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard. It says, and the Spirit of the Lord came mightily upon him, and the cords that were upon his arms became as flax, and was burnt with fire, and his bands loosed from off his hands. So, man, I can't wait to see this. So pretty much, they were turning them in. Judah was turning them in to the Philistines, and when they shouted against him, the Lord turned them up, and he came free from what was tying him up. It says, and he found a new jawbone of an ass, and put forth his hand and took it and slew 1,000 men therewith. Like, damn. And see, these heathens know, man. They know, man. They know once Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, join back with his people, man, that we can't be stopped. We can't be stopped, man. Because, hey, the Lord said it himself, the Most High. He is a man of war. He loves war, man. He created war. He loves seeing a good fight. Okay? Which it's not even going to be. I mean, you can't even call this a fight what Yahweh Shah is coming to do, man. Because he's just like the Most High. Okay? He looks just like him. So, he's coming back, to bring war. And you really can't even, and it's not even, it's overkill. And it's beautiful because that's how we getting out of here, man. Overkill on you fucking heathens. It says, and Samson said, with the jawbone of an ass, heaps upon heaps, with the jaw of an ass have I slain 1,000 men. He slew 1,000 men, man. And, when you jump down to verse 18, and he was sore thirsty, he was thirsty. Because, he still... See, when we get that power, we ain't going to experience fatigue or thirst. Hey, this what the Lord is going to give us, man. It ain't going to be no limits to it. Ain't going to be no, I'm out of chakra, or, I'm like on Dragon Ball Z, they got to eat a sensu bean. Ain't going to be none of that. It says, and he was sore thirst and called on the Lord and said, thou hast given this great deliverance into the hand of thy servant, and now shall I die for thirst and fall into the hand of the uncircumcised? So he said that, and then it say, but the Most High clave and hollow place that was in the jaw. Damn. And there came water thereout, and when he had drunk, his spirit came again, and he revived, wherefore he called the name thereof En Hakkor, which is in Lehi unto this day. It says, and he judged Israel in the days of the Philistines 20 years. So, you know, the Lord pretty much poured that spirit on him, man. And that's what's going to happen. I'm going to read this again. Isaiah 59:19. So shall they fear the name of the Lord from the west, and his glory from the rising of the sun. When the enemy shall come in like a flood, the spirit of the Lord shall lift up a standard against him. So, you know, once again, we're going to receive spiritual power. Okay? We're going to receive spiritual power. Lord willing, we be the elect. We just have to believe and trust on Yahweh B'Shem Yahushua, man. Okay? That's all we got to do. Trust on the Lord. Okay, I read in Sirach, has any trusted on the Lord and was confounded? You know, bro just ain't going to trust on the Lord and then die, you know, a terrible death, you know, die of famine, die of, you know, and then, because then you go to the spirit world and you tell the Lord, like, you know, I trusted on you, you know, you know, because this is his words, you know, the Lord is not a power that he, you know, he don't lie. So, you know, we ain't gonna go to the spirit world and, you know, you at the throne of judgment and, you know, you telling the Lord, like, you know, I trusted on you, you know, I called on you, and, you know, you just allowed me to die. Like, no, I mean, he can do that. I mean, he's the most, he can do whatever the fuck he want to do, you know, but, you know, as I read, you know, he's plenteous in mercy, so, you know, he's not going to do that to those that trust on him 100%, which is the elect. You know, he's not going to do that, but he could do it if he wanted to, but he's not going to do it. All right. So I'm going to get one more and I'm going to end it here. I'm going to get this. I love this one. Zechariah 12:8. In that day shall the Lord defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them at that day shall be as Dawadah, and the house of Dawadah shall be as the Alahayim, as the angel of the Lord before them. That's how we gonna be, man. Okay, ultimately when we're delivered and our bodies are changed, we're gonna be as the angels. We're gonna be like angels. Okay? But, you know, for now, you know, the Lord's still gonna give us that power, man. Okay? Samson had it. King David had it. You know, many men in the scriptures had it. Yahushua had it. Okay? So that power is coming. Alright? That power is coming. Lord willing, this is edifying. And with that, I'm going to say shalom.